Let's talk about something huge, a goal that so many of us hold in our hearts, memorizing the entire Quran. Now, what if I told you it doesn't have to take a lifetime? What if you could do it in just 1 year? Yeah, I know, it sounds incredibly intense, but it is absolutely 100% possible if you have the right system.
For most of us, when we think about it, it feels like this beautiful but distant dream. It can seem like a mountain that's just too high to climb. And if you've ever felt that way, trust me, you are definitely not alone. But today, we're going to completely shift that mindset.
So let's get right into it. We're going to break down how to take this profound spiritual goal from being just a dream into a real, tangible, achievable plan. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about a concrete roadmap that you can actually follow.
And here's the absolute most important thing to get straight from the beginning. This isn't just for people with photographic memories or some kind of innate genius. Not at all. Success here comes from having a solid, proven system and the discipline to stick with it. It's a system that has worked for so many people before.
Okay, but before you even memorize a single ayah, we have to build the foundation. You can't build a strong house on shaky ground, right? These are the absolute essentials, both in your heart and in your practical life, that are going to set you up for success from day one.
Your whole journey really rests on these 3 pillars. Number 1, a sincere intention. Your why. You have to know why you're doing this. Number 2, consistency. You have to show up every single day. And number 3, and this is crucial, the guidance of a good teacher to show you the way.
And just look at this comparison. It says it all. Trying to do this alone is a recipe for disaster. You risk memorizing words incorrectly, and let's be honest, the motivation just disappears. But with a teacher, they're your guide. They fix your pronunciation, they keep you accountable, and they keep you on that straight path to the finish line.
There's this really powerful traditional saying that just hits home how important this is. It's a heavy statement, for sure, but it underscores just how vital a teacher is on this sacred journey, not just to get the words right, but to protect you from getting discouraged and giving up.
All right, here's a simple, practical tip that is an absolute game changer. Pick one copy of the Quran, one mushaf, and use only that one. That's it. Why? Because your brain literally starts to take a photograph of the page. The way the words are laid out, where the verses start and end, it all becomes part of your memory and makes it so much easier to recall.
Okay, foundation is set. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. This is the blueprint. This is your daily, actionable plan that's going to guide you from the first page to the last, all in 1 year. Every single day, and I mean every day, no days off, your memorization time is split into 3 parts. First, you learn your new piece. Second, you review what you've learned recently. And third, you review stuff you memorized a while ago. All 3 are non-negotiable.
So, what is that new lesson? Is it 5 pages? 10? No, it's 1. Just 1 page. That's it. That is the secret that makes this whole thing manageable and stops you from burning out. Seriously, 1 consistent page a day is infinitely better than trying to do 5 and then quit.
So what does this actually look like in real time? You're going to spend about 45 minutes really digging into your new page. Then, a quick 15-minute review of the last 10 pages to keep them fresh. And, finally, about 20 minutes to review a full juz from your older stuff. The whole thing takes about an hour and a half. You can fit that in.
Now, memorizing is one thing, but making it stick, that's another thing entirely. This is the keystone. This is the secret that separates the people who finish and forget from the ones who carry the Quran in their hearts for life.
The Hafaz, the masters who have done this, will all tell you the same thing. Their real secret isn't how fast they memorize. Their superpower is how well and how consistently they revise.
Let this idea sink in because it's a huge mental shift. The time you spend reviewing what you already know is actually more important than the time you spend learning something new. The goal isn't just to cover ground, it's to make what you've learned a permanent part of you.
And here's a pro technique for you. A page isn't really memorized if it's just floating in space. You have to connect it. You need to be able to flow seamlessly from the end of the previous page into your new page and right out of it into the next. You're not memorizing pages, you're building an unbreakable chain.
So let's just take a second and imagine. Fast forward 1 year. You've been doing this day in and day out. What does your world look like? What is this new reality you've built for yourself?
So, what's it all boil down to? These 3 keys.
You have to show up every day, no excuses. You have to value your revision even more than your new lesson, and you have to do it all with a teacher guiding you. That's it. That's the entire formula for success.
And that's the thought I want to leave you with. Just really take a moment and picture it. A year from today, you've done it. The words of Allah aren't just in a book on your shelf, they are in your heart. How does that change your prayer, your character, your connection to God? That transformation, that is the real goal of this journey.